From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Tuesday, September the 13th, 2022. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid departed on an official state visit to Germany on Sunday, accompanied by a delegation of 5 Holocaust survivors. Upon landing in Berlin, Lapid mentioned these survivors by name: Penina, Avraham, Shoshana, Yisrael, and Zvi, writing, "As we stepped off the plane together and onto German soil, we were welcomed by a German military honor guard. This," Lapid said, "is their victory, mine as the son of a Holocaust survivor, and ours as a people and a nation. We will never forget." Yesterday, Lapid and the group met with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, welcomed with the playing of Hatikva, Israel's national anthem, The Hope. In speaking alongside Scholz, the Prime Minister spoke of his personal connection to Germany and to the Holocaust, and of the survivors, many with their grandchildren traveling with them.
I am the son of Tommy Lapid, a Holocaust survivor from the Budapest ghetto. I am the grandson of Bela Lampel, who was murdered at Mauthausen concentration camp. And now I'm standing here on German soil as Prime Minister of the Jewish state. This is a moment of great victory for them. They survived, they established an independent and a strong country. They return here with their heads held high as free people.
Lapid praised German-Israel relations and mentioned several agreements signed with Germany during the trip, including military partnership, which Lapid said some might say is a historical irony. "I consider it," he said, "to be proof that we have drawn the necessary conclusions from the past."
The deep ties between our countries, Mr. Chancellor, are proof that humanity always have a choice. Evil can be replaced by friendship. Brutality can be replaced by human kindness and the ability to cooperate.
Lapid also spoke with Scholz about the threat from Iran and the need to stop its nuclear program. The two then, together with the delegation of survivors and families, visited the plaza of the Wannsee Villa, the place, Lapid tweeted, where the final solution was decided on. He said to the survivors, "Today, the German Chancellor, the German military, and the people of Germany came here to the Wannsee Villa, the place where the bureaucracy of evil was crafted, to honor you and ask for your forgiveness. We came here to tell them we won." Lapid also met with German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier, where his office said he also expressed the importance of continuing the fight against Iran's nuclear program and the importance of strengthening Israel and Germany's strategic partnership. And Lapid's office wrote he thanked President Steinmeier for standing with Israel in the fight against anti-Semitism and for his work to reach an agreement with the families of the victims of the terrorist attack at the Munich Olympics. A delegation of 60 leaders from Jewish federations across the country and from the Jewish Agency are in Ethiopia, assessing the needs on the ground for Aliyah and learning about the rich history of Ethiopian Jewry and preparing for a special Aliyah flight of 215 new immigrants, Olim, from Ethiopia to take them to Israel tomorrow, a journey many have been waiting for and praying for decades. President and CEO of the Jewish Agency, Dan Elbaum, shared photos from morning services in Gondar, one of the holding camps in Ethiopia. He tweeted, "The Ethiopian Aliyah story is complicated, but one thing is clear. They have sacrificed everything to return home. Ethiopian Jews are the biggest Zionists that I've ever met." The Jewish Federations shared video as well from the services and the singing of Israel's national anthem, Hatikva, The Hope, tweeting that for generations, Ethiopian Jews never lost hope that one day they would reach Israel. "We are privileged to work alongside the Jewish Agency to help so many fulfill their Aliyah dreams." a stolen and extremely rare ancient coin has been returned to the State of Israel. The quarter-shekel coin minted by Jewish rebels in the Great Revolt 2,000 years ago against the Romans was handed over in a special ceremony yesterday at the office of the Manhattan District Attorney, with Director of the IAA, the Israel Antiquities Authority, Eli Escozido, the Consul General of Israel in New York, Asaf Zamir, Israel's ambassador to the UN, Gilad Erdan, and others present. The Times of Israel reported that the coin was found by Palestinian looters back in 2002 and was smuggled out of the country, prompting a 2 decades-long search by the IAA, and that earlier this year, working together with the DA's Antiquities Trafficking Unit, was able to gather evidence to execute a seizure warrant and a court order for the coin to be returned to Israel. Assistant DA Matthew Bogdanos said today's repatriation to Israel of this extraordinary coin represents a cherished piece of history finally going home. But it also represents an equally extraordinary partnership between New York's Antiquities Trafficking Unit and the Israeli Antiquities Authority. He said it is a partnership that should be used as a model in recovering pillaged cultural heritage around the world. Zamir said this singular artifact is a stark reminder of the Jewish people's millennia-old connection to the land of Israel. We thank the IAA and the DA's office for restoring this priceless coin to its rightful home. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Tuesday, September the 13th at 7 o'clock. Abigail Pogrebin speaks with Rabbi Joanna Samuels on In the Spotlight. At 7:30, a look at rabbis and feminism. At 8, Elana Stein Hain brings a faith-based approach to the question, why Israel? At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Rabbi Joshua Hammerman on L'chaim. At 10, Bruce Feiler discusses his book, The Secrets of Happy Families. And coming up next, the ILTV's Insider. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, September the 13th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.